Alec Baldwin is an amazing actor and is known for his hilarious comedic timing. Despite his great funny roles in TV series and movies, scandal seems to follow Alec Baldwin around, whether or not he is looking for that drama. And the 30 Rock alum has often made headlines for his controversial behavior and perhaps never more serious than when he was involved in something more fatal. So let's discuss this funny man's shocking misconducts and see for yourself if they are irredeemable or if they are justifiable. Hi, welcome to YouWannaWatch, and in this video, we're going to talk about Alec Baldwin's scandals and controversies. Number 1. Alec Scuffle with Paparazzi. Alec was arrested in 1995 after allegedly punching photographer Alan Zanger outside his California home. The incident occurred while the actor and his then-wife, 𝗕𝗹𝗱𝗀𝗀, were on their way home from the hospital with their newborn daughter Ireland Alec Baldwin. Despite being acquitted of misdemeanor battery charges, the Saturday Night Live cast member lost a civil case against Alan Zanger and was ordered to pay the photographer $4,500 in damages. Number 2. Alec's angry voicemail leaked. Back in 2007, Alec's voicemail for his daughter, Ireland, who was 11 years old at the time, went viral amid a custody dispute with ex-wife 𝗕𝗹𝗱𝗀𝗀𝗀. In the voicemail, Alec said to Ireland, "You don't have the brains or the decency as a human being. I don't give a damn that you're 12 years old or 11 years old or that you're a child." He then added, "I'll let you know how I really feel about what a thoughtless little pig you are. You are a rude little pig, okay?" for not answering a scheduled phone call with him. Soon after the voicemail was made public, Alec apologized to Ireland and said that calling your child a pig or anything else is inappropriate. He also wrote a statement via his website at the time, "I have been driven to the edge by parental alienation for many years now. You have to go through this to understand. Although I hope you never do. I am sorry for what happened," he wrote. Number 3. Alec kicked off plane over words with friends. In 2011, the 30 Rock star was kicked off an American Airlines flight from Los Angeles to New York after he refused to turn off his cell phone when crew members asked him to. The actor shared via Twitter that he had been playing words with friends when the incident occurred. In his now deleted tweet, Alec said, "Flight attendant on American reamed me out for playing words with friends while we sat at the gate not moving. #No wonder America Air is bankrupt." According to a statement posted on American Airlines' Facebook page, the passenger was extremely rude to the crew, calling them inappropriate names and using offensive language. Alec continued his journey on a later American Airlines flight after being removed from the plane. Now on the 3 o'clock American flight, the flight attendants already look smarter, he tweeted about it at the time. Number 4. Alec using a homophobic slur. Alec was caught on video using a homophobic slur during an argument with a photographer in November 2013. Alec admitted and even apologized for spewing a homophobic slur at a photographer in New York City in November 2013. A night before admitting, Alec tweeted, 𝗔𝗹𝗲𝗰 𝗕𝗹𝗱𝗄 informs me that is an anti-gay epithet, in which case I apologize and will retire it from my vocabulary. Of course, he was referring to the incident outside of his Manhattan apartment when he called a photographer a rep for Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation or GLAAD has also issued a statement saying, "Mr. Baldwin can't lend his support for equality on paper while degrading gay people in practice. It's clearly time he listens to the calls from so many LGBT people and allies to end this pattern of anti-gay slurs." Number 5. Alec arrested for riding a bike in the wrong direction. In May 2014, police officers in New York City stopped the actor for riding his bicycle in the wrong direction down a one-way street. After refusing to cooperate with the officers, he was arrested, handcuffed, and charged with disorderly conduct. He got belligerent and began arguing with the officers, Detective Annette Markowski told Time. Alec tweeted about the incident, saying that New York officials were desperate for revenue and anxious to criminalize behavior once thought benign. Following a July 2014 court appearance, the Before You Know It actor was acquitted of the charges. Number 6. Alec's parking lot argument. The It's Complicated actor allegedly got into an argument with a man named 𝗕𝗹𝗱𝗄𝗀𝗀𝗀 𝗕𝗹𝗱𝗄𝗀 in November 2018 over a parking spot outside his apartment. 𝗕𝗹𝗱𝗄𝗀𝗀𝗀 claimed that Alec punched him, which resulted in his arrest. In 2019, Alec sued 𝗕𝗹𝗱𝗄𝗀𝗀𝗀 and accused him of lying about the incident. The two men settled their claims against each other in January 2022. However, the deal's terms were not made public. We are nearing the end of our video, but before we proceed, we would like to ask you to please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/c/YouWannaWatch2022 and follow us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/YouWannaWatch. Any support you provide us will help us provide you with more and better content. Okay, now back to the story. And lastly, at number 7, Rust shooting incident. On the set of his film, Rust, on October 21, 2021, Alec was holding a prop gun when it discharged. Alec allegedly accidentally fired a prop gun on the set of his movie Rust, injuring the film's director, Joel Souza, and killing director of photography, Halyna Hutchins. According to the New York Times, the assistant director called out cold gun before handing Alec the weapon, meaning it was not loaded. In an affidavit, Detective Joel Cano stated that the assistant director did not know live rounds were in the prop gun. Alec responded to the tragic accident on Twitter on October 15, 2021. There are no words to convey my shock and sadness regarding the tragic accident that took the life of Halyna Hutchins, a wife, mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours. I'm fully cooperating with the police investigation to address how this tragedy occurred, and I am in touch with her husband, offering my support to him and his family. My heart is broken for her husband, their son, and all who knew and loved Halyna, he wrote. Alec claimed in a December 2021 primetime ABC special that he had not pulled the trigger on the gun. The trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull the trigger at them, he said. Someone put a live bullet in a gun, a bullet that wasn't even supposed to be on the property. Someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me. During a February 2022 appearance on Today, Halyna's husband, Matt Hutchins, reacted to Alec's refusal to accept responsibility for the tragedy. Watching him, I just felt so angry to see him talk about her death so publicly in such a detailed way, and then not accept any of the responsibility after having just described killing her, Matt said. For more than a year, actor Alec Baldwin has fought accusations that he was responsible for the fatal shooting of a cinematographer on the set of Rust, a low-budget western he was filming on the outskirts of Santa Fe, New Mexico. He told detectives that he had been assured that the gun he was practicing with that day did not contain live ammunition, sat down for an extensive television interview, sought financial indemnification from the case, and then sued members of the film crew, claiming they were responsible for handing him a loaded gun. However, on January 19, 2023, prosecutors announced that they would charge him with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter in the death of Halyna Hutchins, saying he had a duty to ensure the revolver was safe to handle. We're trying to definitely make it clear that everybody's equal under the law, including A-list actors like Alec Baldwin, Andrea Reed, a special prosecutor appointed by the District Attorney of Santa Fe County to assist with the case, stated in an interview. And we also want to make sure that the safety of the film industry is addressed and things like this don't happen again. Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, the film's armorer who loaded the gun that day and was in charge of weapons on the set, will also face 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Dave Halls, the film's first assistant director who handed the gun to Mr. Baldwin, agreed to a plea deal on a charge of negligent use of a deadly weapon. Many in the film industry were surprised by Alec Baldwin's criminal charges, which his legal team vigorously denied. Luke Nikas, Alec's lawyer, said the prosecutor's decision distorts Halyna Hutchins' tragic death and represents a terrible miscarriage of justice. Mr. Baldwin had no reason to believe there was a live bullet in the gun or anywhere on the movie set, Luke said in a statement on January 19, 2023. He relied on the professionals with whom he worked, who assured him the gun did not have live rounds. We will fight these charges, and we will win. The Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, or SAG-AFTRA, said in a statement that the death of Halyna was a preventable tragedy, but that it was not a failure of duty or a criminal act on the part of any performer. The prosecutor's contention that an actor has a duty to ensure the functional and mechanical operation of a firearm on a production set is wrong and uninformed, the union said. An actor's job is not to be a firearms or weapons expert. Ever since the shooting, Alec had tried to strike a delicate balance, publicly maintaining his innocence in order to protect his reputation and career while also avoiding legal trouble. Following the news of the charges, about 24 reporters and photographers camped out on the sidewalk outside his Manhattan apartment, much to the great annoyance of his neighbors. If a jury convicts Alec Baldwin or Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, they will have to choose between the 2 manslaughter charges. The more serious charge carries a mandatory 5-year sentence and a firearm enhancement. The other charge carries a sentence of up to 18 months. The criminal charges filed against Alec Baldwin are sure to raise new concerns about film set safety and who is responsible. In an interview, Santa Fe County District Attorney Mary Carmack always stated that Alec Baldwin had a responsibility to ensure the gun and ammunition were properly checked and that he should never have pointed it at anyone. You should not point a gun at someone that you're not willing to shoot, she said. That goes to basic safety standards. Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, the armorer in charge of the weapons on set and who loaded the gun that day, told investigators she checked the gun and all 6 cartridges she loaded, but added, "I wish I would have checked it more." What do you think about Alec Baldwin? Are you a big fan of his? Do you think his scandals and controversies are being blown out of proportion? Did we miss anything that you think should have been included? Let us know your thoughts by writing a comment on this video. If you're interested in our other videos, just hover over the videos and just press play. Until next time, watchers, thank you for watching our video.